Hello, folks, and welcome to another demo. This game's actually been out for a while. It's been something I've been looking at, and I just wanted to check out the demo to see if it's something I want to explore a little bit more. It's called Mars Horizon. I love the logo. Look at it. It's a white rocket on what looks like it's. I know it's Mars, but it could be a red moon, right? So let's go ahead and start a new game off here. You get to choose your space agency. It looks like so they have different bonuses here. So we get rewards for joint missions, science bonus from friendly and allied diplomatic relationships, and double chance of being offered joint missions. United States, we got top 3 ranking, double zap, 3 contractors available at once, and total astronaut recruit pool size is doubled. I like that they have Russia and the USSR here. That cracks me up. Let's see. So we got become suboptimal launch windows, no support for... or there's no support penalty for failed missions. That's kind of nice. And 50% off of astronaut hiring, costs, and upkeep. We have China here with 25% off things. We have Japan here with some more. And that's going to be it. I'm going to go ESA, I think, just because it's the first one. So let's go ahead and see what we got here. I'm absolutely going to keep on the tutorial because I've never played this. And let's go see what we got here. So we're in here. We are the director. That sounds important, doesn't it? Here we go. Let's get this bad boy up and running. So that's Earth, if you were not sure. Oh, look, it even has like nighttime animations. That's very cool. I like that kind of stuff. All right, this is a solar system or gateway to various aspects involved in running your agencies, such as research and base screens. Okay, cool. So over here, this is what we need to do. We need to build a sounding rocket, research a small launch pad, build small launch pads, and launch a sounding rocket. Cool. All right. First objective is a crucial step for any new space agency. We need to construct all this stuff. Okay. Cool. Selecting a planetary body, solar system screen. Blah, blah, blah. So Earth is highlighted right now. There's Earth. All right. This is the mission select screen. It displays all the missions belonging to the planetary body. So because we're on Earth, this shows all the missions of whatever agencies are going here. Cool. And we can see any details that we have there. 2 types of missions. There's milestones and requests. Milestones are important in advancing your space program and but be contested by other agencies. They often require additional research. Okay. Request missions become available as your agency completes milestone missions. They can boost up our support and science. They don't require additional research, but they're only available for a limited time. Okay, that's good to know. And we have our research requirements of what's going on there. So I already have the mission ready to go. All the space agencies are completing to be the milestone mission first. So we get increased support from the agency if we do that. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and plan out our mission. Oh, do we get to build the things? Super cool. Okay. So, great. Has no payload, so you can get straight to design and launch the vehicle. That's what I want to do. Let's click on that. Ooh. So we have to build a sounding rocket. The only thing I know about sounding rockets is out of Wallops Island, they launch sounding rockets on a fairly routine basis. I don't know what they actually do, but I'm interested. Ooh, look at that. So let's see. We only have a 25% launch viability, or reliability, excuse me. We have the booster is launching 0. We still have a small launch pad under construction. The upper stage is nothing, and it's suborbital. Okay. Vehicle is made up of a booster and an upper stage. Booster must be able to carry the upper stage, while the upper stage may carry the payload. Note that test launch sounding rocket may select there is no payload. Cool. Okay. Okay. Note the launch pad requirement is not currently met. The sounding rocket requires a small launch pad. You can still design the vehicle without required launch pad, but we will need the vehicle in order to launch it. Okay, that makes sense. And reliability is key stat. As an experimental vehicle, they have very low. However, it will gain a large amount of that per launch, even if it blows up. Okay, so as we launch things, we learn more about it and it gets more reliable. That makes sense. Very SpaceX of them. Okay, let's go ahead and confirm that. And once the vehicle's been constructed, you'll receive a report from your engineers that include traits and how it affect the next thing here. Okay, and let's go ahead and build the vehicle. Approved vehicle. We're in 1957. Okay. So let's go back to the solar system. It's time to build launch pads. Okay, so how do we do that? We'll go over to our research area here. Research screen is where you can research technology vital to the program. Okay. It splits out into trees just like all research things do in games, which I love stuff like this. It tickles the right parts of my brain for whatever reason. It has nodes that represents different core technologies, and these nodes often require completion of other nodes before they can be researched. Okay, again, it's the same thing as all of these. All right, so let's go. We are in the Era 1, Dawn of Space Flight. So we need to go over to buildings here, and we need to research this one here. So we're doing that. It's going to research, and it will allow for the launch of small things. Okay. Vehicle-wise, do I have research point? Oh, I don't have any research points to go with here. But the vehicle tree also contains technologies that unlock bigger things. So let's just real quick. Okay, so we have the booster, and then we have the upper stage, and then it splits out into a whole bunch of stuff. So we get Jupiter, Atlas, Delta, another Delta upper stage, Star 37. Okay. Building wise, let's take a look and see what we got. Research buildings, rocket test pads, spacecraft assembly, we have backup power, astronaut training centers, and 2 of the 4 demos are not available. So this tree is also going to be a lot bigger. I'm going to wind up buying this game, aren't I? So let's take a look at the rest of this. We have the artificial satellite that we have right now. Well, our first mission is to do a test launch. Then we have that. And you can see a whole bunch of other things coming down the road. And look, there's like legitimate, like Mercury was a real thing. Animal in Space. Laika was the first name of the dog in space. Lunar Orbit. I think it was Laika. Okay, very cool. So we got that. And let's see, we keep track of our resources on top, see our funds. So we're at 20,000 right now, but we're making 50,000. Science is plus, or research, excuse me, is plus 11. And we're tier 1 and we have 5 support. I don't know what that means quite yet. Okay, science is earned by certain buildings, crucial conducting research. The more research you collect, the faster you'll be able to unlock technology. Yeah, I know. All right, then we also have some up-related things here to show up at the number of months before they occur. Okay, so we have 12 months before the funding review, and then our sounding rocket has 2 months to be completed here. Okay, and then we can view our past events over here, including notable news related to space. Just keep an eye, see what pops up to see what they're up to, okay? All right, and then we can just advance the month. So we do have that now. So I'm assuming we unlocked, we construct it at our base. So, our base on, I was thinking that we're gonna have to click on Earth. No. So the base thing is over here. What else? Active missions, research. We do have more research that we can conduct. So do we do that now? Sure. All right, and then we're gonna go to our base. Oh, cool. These were not the graphics I was expecting. Based off everything else, these kind of look different. They kind of look like old school Google SketchUp kind of stuff. I like it. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look here. We're expanding the base. We can rotate in and out. Continue. We've researched a small launch pad, so we need to construct it. All right, so we're gonna go over to build. Small launch pad. Okay, here's the details of it. Buildings also have building cost. Okay. Small launch pad, construction launch pad, select from build. If you can't afford it, wait a month or 2. Okay. So we can afford it and we get to choose where we're putting it. Is that correct? It has positive and negative agency effects determined by buildings placed next to. Okay, so if I do that, I can rotate it. So it takes 2% off of the vehicle build time, but if I put it right next to our headquarters, it does negative 1% of that. This one's there. All right, I think I'm just going to build it right there. I think that makes the most sense. It's kind of, I'm assuming that's our vehicle assembly building. Okay, let me just see. Oh, it's our vehicle hangar. Okay, well, having a launch pad next to that makes sense. And we get some extra stuff for that. Let's see. I can't do any more with that. We have buildings, research buildings, PR buildings, engineering buildings, utility buildings, and training buildings. Okay, that's all well and good. Let's go ahead back out here. And I suppose we go... Well, let's click on Earth and see where everybody's at. Mission progress, we don't know. Is it locked because I think we just don't know. Okay. All right. So we have 1 month. So I think if we hit next month, we'll be there. And our launch pad's going to complete at the same time. What are we doing now? Ooh, look at our little sounding rocket. It looks little baby. Look how little it is. All right, our engineers report the launch vehicle constructed without any notable issues. All right, let's go to launch preparations and let's get this bad boy going here. So the first thing we need to do, it's an uncrewed mission, so we don't have any training that we need to do any of that stuff, it looks like. And the final stage involves assigning crew, deciding on training program, and setting a launch date. All right. It's uncrewed, so nothing there, and training's locked because we haven't had any of that. So we just need to go set a launch date. Let's do that. Can I do it now? Let's see the launch date for the mission. Each month requires a launch window. There are 3 different types of launch window: optimal, suboptimal, and invalid. Okay. Optimal windows obviously ideal. Suboptimal carry a little bit of more of a reliability penalty, and it allows us to launch sooner. But we can't go into another launch window. All right. And the other agencies can see their schedules there. Okay. So optimal is there. So I can launch it there. No, let's launch it right there. That's an optimal launch window. If we go over like to September, can't launch on that date, and the suboptimal brings it down by 5%. These guys are all 25%, but we're in March, so let's set it for April. Set that launch date, and I just have to confirm the mission setup. Launch is approved in 1 month, so let's go to the solar system. And what else do we have? So we got that. Let's go to next month and see what we get. So we got we got rocket research complete here. We've reached the Era 1, the dawn of space flight. So we unlocked the moon. All right. Oh, we got like a mission control thing. Cool. So nobody else is doing anything. I'm assuming that's not happening because this is the demo and we're not racing against anybody, but let's go in here. This is already, oh man, I'm going to have to buy this game. Look at our little rocket there. Look at, this is a small testing stand, and that's our little sounding rocket. I think we should scrub because of the weather, but that's me. Well, let's take a look and see what we got here. Oh God. I apologize for my dog. We have a 2% chance of this being a positive event, a 68% chance of it being a negative event, and a 23% chance of a critical fail. We are absolutely going to reschedule this launch. We'll go to May and select that date and confirm the mission setup. And let's see here. Breaching the first area, you've unlocked the moon. The moon can now be selected. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. And we can quickly navigate to planetary bodies by Q and E. Okay. So Q, E, Q, E. Okay. So we get the Earth, then the moon. Fantastic. Before we skip to the next one, let's just go ahead and research. Let's see. What should I research? This guy allows us to do what? The launch reliability is really nice. The launch reliability of this one's really nice too. These guys get not even that much better. Okay, so this one's going to be where we're going next. We'll go back next month. All right, let's see if it's raining here. Let's launch again. You don't need to watch the video. Let's launch. So, no, the other countries are starting to do stuff. All right. We have decent conditions. This is the best we're going to get, I think. We have a 19% chance of a critical failure. Hey, launch successes. We didn't have a launch success before, and then a positive event. Okay, let's launch it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. Is it going to blow up? It's going to blow up, isn't it? Okay, I like the animations. There it goes. It's cleared the tower. We're going to get a big boom. We have like a 19% chance of this thing. There's the boom. Oh, goodness. All right, that's fine. Failure flight, engine failure, critical vehicle is destroyed. Okay, that's fine. But look, our base reliability just went up 15%. So now, I assume we're going to go build another rocket here. So NASA's launching in 9 months. Oh, hold on. All right, well, we got the first one there. Okay. And then we want to research artificial satellite, research mission payload, build mission payload, all that stuff. Okay. That's all the way over here. So we got artificial satellite. Sure. And look, we already have upper stage stuff, which is exciting too. Okay, but now we need to go to our base. All right, no, I don't want to go to the base. I want to go to a mission. All right, so let's just go to the next month here. Rocket science. After analyzing data, we've identified several improvements, and we gain lots of science. Cool. So research-wise here, we're almost at that one. If we click on Earth, what do we have going on here? I want to plan another mission, I guess. We'll do a sounding vehicle test. We'll click and design a building. We're going to build a sounding rocket. It's going to have much better availability here. All right, we'll confirm all of that. All right, let's build it. Go next month. All right, we got the artificial one. They're launching a test in 6 months, 6 months. Okay, is that down here again? Show recent events, that's what I needed. Soviet Union's going next month. Okay, research-wise, we want to get a payload here as well. Next month, we got our rocket. We're going to go to launch preps here. We need to set our date. Looks like November is going to be the most optimal. If we go down here, it's 20% penalty, and September is a no launch date. So we're going to go here. We can see that China and Russia are launching currently, and then Japan and the United States are planning out there. So we're going to do that, and we'll confirm that. And what I want to know is if I go back into Earth, can I plan out another rocket launch here? Does not appear to be so. Okay, so let's go to next month. Now we got the next part, build it. We got to build mission payload. Okay, now that artificial satellite mission payload research, you can start the mission plan. So select Earth to find a mission, but you'll have to need a free mission slot in order to do that. All right, I'm not going to worry about any of that quite yet. I think building wise is what my next one is I want to do. So this allows us to get more scientific stuff. This one allows complex stuff there. We need mission training. Is the payload reliability. Unlocks this mission training. That's the test pad. Let's do that one. Okay. Then we go to Earth. All right, this guy's next month, so I'm not going to do that yet. We're just going to go to the next month. We should be able to launch this bad boy. Right, we're here. Did they? Oh, they achieved it. Okay. So we need to get this next. But I need a free spot. So I'm going to go for one more month here. I'm going to skip all this. We're going to launch. Even if it's raining, we're going to launch. I want to get that mission done. All right. Here it goes. Let's see if we blow up or not. Obviously hoping that we don't, but who knows? All right, we cleared the tower. It looks faster this time. There's a little tilt to it. Last time it blew up right around here. We don't like that zoom in. Okay. It's held together so far. Did it blow up? We got some systems damage. Okay. But our sounding rocket now is much more reliable. And we got, oh, look at the little patch. That's so cool. Okay. Very cool. We got the third milestone, which is not what we wanted, but we did get more support and we beat Japan and NASA. So now what we need to do is go build a mission payload. So how do I do that? We're going to plan this mission out. All right. Most missions will include payload, the satellites. Okay. Let's see. Carried in the launch vehicle and used. Okay. Payload rating is overall. Okay. The higher the number, make it easier to complete, obviously. And then we have a weight limit as well. Okay. And each payload has available variants, which can further customize. Okay. So if I go here, this one has 65% reliability, 55, 50, 65. So increased power and increased build cost. Mission. Okay, let's select that one. Okay. All right. Let's build it. All right, and we're going to go to our base here because we do have a new building available, right? We have a rocket test pad. We're going to build that. Let's see. Minus 3% vehicle cost. Ooh, we get doubled up there. 1 to reliability and that. I want to put it over near the water, I think, right there. All right, so we can see what's going on with all this stuff. Cool. I wonder if when we go to the rocket launch, if you see any of these in the background, if it updates or that's not a thing it does. Oh, and we need to set some new research as well. Let me go into vehicles. I want to get a more reliable booster, I think. So we're going to go with the Jupiter one. And then the upper stage here is 75. This one is 65. And this one is 40. The Scout sucks. All right, so we're going to go with Able. And then, well, we need 2 of them, it looks like, to be able to unload or unlock the next parts. But that's okay. We'll go to next month. Jupiter rocket stuff is done. All right, so they're launching one in 7 months. They're launching one in 8 months. We need to beat them, obviously. So we're going to go with Able. We got a budget review. Let's see. All right, so we got that. We're up to the next tier, which means we get more money per month. We'll accept that. Not that we have a choice. We just got to do it. And there is our payload. Our artificial satellite payload is completed. All right, we got science reward is down, but the payload reliability is up. So now we need to go to vehicle design. And we got to set a vehicle for this. So we're going to set a new design here. All right, to launch a mission, you'll need vehicle capable of carrying the payload. Vehicle's made up of booster and upper stage. We know that. Select the upper stage to get started. Okay, so upper stage. So right now we only have this one. And what does it carry with us? Component parts. You haven't researched that this can be the best way to design different. Perfect vehicle won't prevent. Okay. Okay, so this says 400 kilograms. And we're set on that. Okay. And then we need to go to the booster. We have that one, which 64. Oh, they have required launch pads too. Okay. And they gain stuff together as we use them. Okay, cool, cool. I like that one better. 69. Nice. Select part. Cool. So we satisfied all the needs of that. Continue. Continue. We'll confirm that. We're going to build the vehicle. Go to the system. It's going to take 4 months. So we have to get this thing built and ready to go. I wonder if we are able to build... Okay, your first mission challenge is available. These are optional goals for your agency involved in completing milestones. Okay. Okay, so go there. The request screen. I see it. Just let me work. All right. So go in here. We can do a test for atmospheric sampling. Quests are a great way to get supplemental resource. It's only available for... Okay. So I don't have any mission slots available, unfortunately. So I can't do that quite yet. If I go into my base, can I build on another hangar? No, I only have a limit of 1. I'm assuming that's a limitation of the game itself, not of... or not of the demo itself. Okay. So I can't do anything about that right now. All right. Our test pad's completed. Able research is completed. Awesome. All right. Let's see here. Jupiter. Yeah. Where do I want to go with buildings? I got power generators, astronaut training. What does this do? Okay, and then this one is technological hub, space energy, research. Okay, we're going to do that. The more research points we have, the better. All right, got that. Let's go build that one now. Then we can go to our base. Should be able to build our research lab. Let's see. Vehicle cost goes down. All right, so that's obviously where we're going to build it. All right. Next month. We should have a rocket ready to go here. Let's take a look and see what we got. See, that one already looks significantly larger. Okay, I'm happy with that. We got a launch reliability up. The payload reliability is a little down, but 79, that's way better than anything we've had so far. So training is crucial. All right, so let's add some training. Each training was focused on a specific part. Payload reliability training will increase payload reliability. Okay. And then we're going to set our launch window here. All right. You're currently training as bonus can be viewed here. Bonus determined by Okay. So you can see the bonuses as we move farther and farther out. Right there. I'm going to take the smallest bonus we can get because I want to be as close as possible. We can see we can get all the way up to 88 if we're optimal. 91. If we went all the way to January, we'd have a 94, but 82 sounds good for like the beginning of space flight. So we're going to launch then, and we're going to confirm the mission. And if I tried to go in and I can't start a new mission because I only have the one, so let's go next month. Our mission is green. Everything's optimal. Let's launch the mission, baby. Hopefully it's not raining. Looks, it's a little questionable with the rain. Not a fan of that. You can see how little this rocket actually is. And look, there is construction going on in the background. You can actually see our little place. Cool, I didn't notice that before. Bad weather is gonna make it. We're gonna launch anyway. And I'm assuming it's gonna blow up, but that's okay. I just want to beat the Russians. So it's going into space, beyond the clouds. Please don't blow up. Please. All right, I think it got into space. Maybe. It's neutral. Okay. So the Jupiter one got more reliable, and this guy got slightly more reliable as well. We'll continue that out. And look at that. We put it into space, baby. Oh, there's our sound. So we're collecting stuff. All right, during the mission test, you'll be able to expand the payload in order to achieve task objectives. The current task objective shown here. To successfully complete the task, you'll need to generate the required resources. Okay, this is getting all kinds of extra confusing here. Resources are generated by the payload commands, which requires specific input in order to generate outputs. Okay. We only have a little bit of power, so each turn we use up power. And this is the planning phase in turn, so you can undo anything. Okay. All right, so what do we need to do? We need to get 2 comms and 2 data. So if I do that, we generate 3 comms. We don't have any data, so we have to do this guy because that's power and data. That one's just data. So we need to, or we can go over here. I think we use power to generate the data. Then we can use power and data to generate the 3 comms, and then we can go in and generate the data that we need. I think. So that's one command that we can do. And let's do it twice. Confirm that. We're mostly good there on that one. So I'll accept that. And let's see if we're successful on the second one here. Oh, wow. Okay, so we got both those being successful. And we got that. And now I can return is completed. Each of the return's previous commands have been attempted. Make sure to complete it before time runs out. Okay. Let's see. I'm just going to see if I can generate all the stuff here. Oh, that one didn't work. All right, let's see what we got here. So we got those. So I just need to one. If I do that and then that. Let's see, please. Oh yeah, look at that one's gorgeous. We even get some thumbs up. All right, so we have tons of data. And now what I can use is, I want to get the bonus. So I want the, oh, we don't have any power. So I just need to turn data into that. And I'll do it again just in case it fails. This is our last turn. And that should be enough. If we do this, we should get our bonus reward. Except, there it is. We don't even need to do the second thing. And there's much rejoicing as we successfully did that. We got our patch and we are first, baby. Heck yeah. Look at our stuff. We got mission rewards. We got lots of signs coming our way. And we did all of the things. All right. Well, we have a mission control and some other stuff coming up here, but I think you got a gist of what's going on. The chances of me buying this game in the near future are very high because I really enjoyed this little demo. And I know the game's been out for a little while, but I think this is pretty cool and I'm looking forward to playing it more. But folks, thanks as always for joining me. I'll see you next time and let me know what other games you suggest and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.